All right. Welcome, everybody. I need to adjust some of the volumes here. Alex, we are on live. Glum, welcome to the stream. Yeah, those are specs for the build, which I guess probably could change that. It's a little challenging too at this setup. Welcome to the stream. All right. So we are about to get started. Just trying to make sure I have everything up properly. Alrighty. Okay, so we last left off on 146. So we'll just work backwards. We've got a roll. Ooh. We've got these rolls of film from my trip to those islands. Wait, Alex, can you hear me? Alex? Alex? All right. I guess we just get started. And we will get started by checking the focus. Let's get this out of the way. It's quick. Okay. Alex.
Yeah.
What the heck? It's so weird. Your voice is so quiet, but I could hear everything coming out of your speakers.
Whoa. What if I turn off noise suppression? How about now?
Uh, is that better or worse? I have no idea. Are you still playing
I don't.
music?
I lower the volume.
No. I mean,
I
it's
think
fine
my
right now.
acoustics are eternally fucked.
Agreed. Okay. So to make sure that we're level. Here's my level. It's tilted down to the right, 0.22. This is tilted down to the left by 0.13. Give it a little push in the right direction. Alright. Let's just try it out. Let's see what we get. Use presets. So what is this? This looks like a Superior 400 from 2018. Let's choose a different one. Do we have any others? Let's try this. Oh, that's bad. Whoops. Camera arm seems stable. Very cool, very cool. For those interested in seeing the setup here for this, you can check the in the Discord. There's a gear section. I just posted a picture earlier tonight for anybody curious, but I'm realizing I gotta change a lot of this. This is to F10. It's 13. Let's try this. Interesting. Neither of these really have worked. It's not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see here. I remember what I had last used for some of these. 160 F10. This would be like something like this. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna delete these from disk, reset this to 1. And there you go. Cool. Oh, Alex, I just realized you redeemed those. Let me do those. Go grab them real quick. Got 2 packages here. I'm realizing I can't really quite do the top down because I have the top down reserved for the USB connection. To do the scans. RevJav asks, who dat? This roll that I'm on, I'm going in reverse order. This was one of the last rolls I shot when I went on this trip for hurricane relief in the US Virgin Islands. And she was one of the fellow volunteers, or I mean, both of them are. We were lodged at was once a, it was once a luxury resort that kind of was completely torn away, withered away by the hurricane that had hit 2017. So it's crazy. This trip, was in 2018, but the fallout of the 2017 hurricane had still just bled on for about a year by that point. So went there, a lot of manual labor. But it was cool. For anybody curious, the couple of packages I have here to open are keyboard related. So I'm excited for you guys to be able to see some of these. Let's check it out. This one's actually really cool. I'm really excited for this one. Interesting. That is not what I was anticipating. Interesting. Extension A. We got GMK Sandstorm base kit, as well as space bars. Now I was under the impression it's getting something slightly different. Let's see here. Does this show up? Yeah, Sandstorm, space bars. Let's take a look here. Take a quick look-see here. What was included in GMK Sandstorm? Because now I'm curious. Extension included an extra B, as well as a lot of the 40s stuff. Maybe it may behoove me to ask about that. We'll see. See what happens. It was a very interesting situation, me getting this key set. It was by luck that I was able to get it, but I was led to believe I was getting this kit instead of this kit. We'll see. Package the second, which Alex also redeemed. Trying to make sure I don't show something I'm not supposed to. So I can get this off. There we go. I can just tell this by the sounds of this. It's all fucked up on the inside. Struggling to open this package. My goodness. Oh, that's terrible. I didn't know how bad this would be, but I guess the answer is pretty bad. I want to be able to show this. This is in pretty bad shape. My god. I can tell you what it is. My god. Oh, this is so bad. What the fuck? You for real with this? Give me a second, guys, while we figure this out. Trying to show this thing off. Wasn't packaged particularly well by any stretch of the imagination. Oh my god. Terrible. Truly terrible. Just bangs it up, doesn't he? Alright, well, for anyone interested, it was a used set of GMK Dark. Another key set here. That was not packaged. It was packaged in a, I don't know what you call these, like, it wasn't even a bubble envelope or anything. And they got like cheap trays, which I realized that's from the manufacturer, that's not from the secondhand seller. But like, it's literally in you know, the original cheap trays wrapped in, you know, the outer box shell. Just put straight into this envelope. And everything just kind of got wrecked, I guess, during delivery. So I'm gonna have to go and check this to see and ensure that I've got everything. Luckily, I do see what I think are the most important keys, but we'll have to check to make sure that even just the most plain of keys are intact. But yeah, this is pretty bad. We'll save that for a little bit later. Maybe we'll make a game out of it. We'll make a game out of it after we do some of the scans that we were meant to do today. Refund. All right. Continuing along with these scans, we've scanned all of one picture in 24 minutes of stream time. So let's get back to it. that's a whole lot of nothing. Curious to see. We're gonna have to readjust some of these colors. These didn't get as flattened as I thought they'd be. These strips of film. Let's take a look. Let's try it. I have posted this one to Instagram a long time ago. Oops. There we go. That looks a lot more reasonable. Let's try. What is this? 0145. It's 400. I guess 35. It's 400. F10. $60, 100. Ooh, these get like mega saturated, these nighttime ones. But the daytime ones, I think you kind of have to redo these, depending on what the photo actually is. Way overexposed there. That's actually, I'm really curious to see how that one could possibly be adjusted through settings. Some of these, I'm pretty sure like I way overexposed a lot of these.
Why is that picture so overexposed?
While I was on this trip, I kind of, how do I put it? I kind of overexposed like what felt like 100% of my outdoor shots. Not that one. But like anytime that like I wasn't under the shade and I was just in the sun, I had like nothing to like filter some of this stuff out. So I'm curious here. Look, I want to see what we could do here. Look at that, cause like this is likely a pretty good shot. Let me turn this music down. Or I'm not sure if that music was even loud in the first place, but I overexposed everything. I have a really bad explanation as to why. I mean, for one, it was what, like 2.5 years ago, and I kind of didn't know what I was doing. That's kind of most of the explanation. The real truth is, I was trying to get the shutter speed down, which is a little bit counterintuitive. Wow. Yeah. I'm not sure, yeah. I'm not sure that there's a whole lot that was pleasantly recoverable. Just because you get kind of like the weird light bleed at the edges. But hey, honestly, better than before. And I think better than I've ever done with my previous scanner. Really not bad. And I think that that's kind of what people mean when they say like, you always want to like overexpose more than you want to underexpose. What do you think about that, Alex?
What?
Overexposing versus underexposing?
I mean, when you underexpose, like you can't really save the shot usually.
True.
Overexposed, there's usually something you could salvage, but either are not preferred.
I think because like I was taking cameras everywhere. One thing that I think about is I was like for the most part, and I still kind of do. I tend to underexpose, and that kind of is born out of me going to shows with auto cameras. Because if you don't underexpose, like auto cameras just kind of go berserk. Like they'll try to, like they'll see mostly darkness and try to compensate for it by like increasing the shutter speed. And I found that to be a no-no. I'm wondering if some of these under the shade could benefit from redoing an LP. Let's try it.
Oh,
I find that answer to be yes.
yeah. I mean, it was just slightly dark.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever underexposed.
Some of these were, I think they were okay. Yeah, this was an interesting trip because I was just trying to mess with an auto camera. Look at that.
Yeah. Was this a contact? Or
Yeah,
a Nikon?
this was the Contax T2. So I think, let me try to think about this.
I mean, you're like and just you're like under like a shade, but it's still like bright outdoors daytime.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I want to say I think by this point I actually did already have my T3. The problem was that I didn't want to take my T3, not solely because it was more expensive and I was scared of like losing it or whatever. It's more that I was scared of damaging it, cause I had brought my T3 just like 2 months before to a trip to Mexico with my brother, and the way that the lens shutters or like the lens blades cover the lens when you turn it off. Um, the way that the mechanism for that works compared to the T2 is like it's a lot more fragile. And I remember when I took it to um, Mexico, it's like even the even just like having it out there and like bringing it anywhere near sand meant like individual grains of sand could get into it and fuck up the mechanism for opening and closing.
Sandman.
Yeah. So I was like super worried that like I fucked up my contacts. Luckily that wasn't the case, but just like it took a little while to just kind of like wriggle the sand out and get it back to normal. But I just didn't want to take that risk in the Virgin Islands. Uh, huh. Like that one's like mostly unrecoverable. Let's see. You kind of can get. This one I feel like you can though. Like recover a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah. Oops. Better than before. But still not like I mean the picture was kind of doomed, so. Still watching other streams right now?
Yeah.
My brothers or
Yeah.
I see.
The other
Yeah.
one just keeps playing like EDM and shit.
Oh, you should hit the shout out command for my brother.
How do I do that?
Exclamation point SO and then my brother's handle.
With a space or no?
With a space, yeah.
Doesn't work.
What did you type it into?
Twitch chat.
You didn't? No, did you? into my channel. Did you type it in my brother's channel or in my channel? I said type it into my channel.
I only see exclamation point so.
I like how you just confused the shit out of my brother and you had me confused too. Like what? You didn't type anything in.
You told me to do that.
You misheard what to do, man.
It's all you.
This one I'm curious about. I think I did at one point post this. I don't know that you can recover this any better than what I just showed. But let's try and find out. But yeah, anyways, so my brother's streaming right now. For anyone interested in hearing some pure moods, some nice tunes, go ahead and check them out. What the fuck? That did not do anything I wanted it to do. My brother's visuals are actually super crazy right now. I actually like see it on the side screen that I have here.
I like that is like very like zoomed out from his setup.
Yeah, it's actually really sick. So I encourage you guys all to check out my brother's stream. It's really cool.
Oh damn! What's up, fellas? Ron Juice.
I could hear my brother's stream through your audio.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's check it again. 0.20. 0.15. So the arm, here's what I'll say about the arm. The camera arm. It's convenient, but I don't think it's perfect. And I think I understand why a copy stand would still be preferred. I'm just not sure about necessary.
Arms.
Arms the musical. Can you imagine if they actually had like, I don't know. Super Smash Brothers the musical.
Huh.
Alright. This one's really bright. Let's see what we can recover out of this. It has also kind of got some motion blur, but I just want to see. Oh. Wow. That color is crazy. I don't think that I ever knew that you could get this color out of this. I think I might have posted this before on Instagram, and I don't think it looked like this before. I'm actually super surprised.
I don't know.
That's crazy. Like a third variant. Look at this chicken.
Whoa. That's a cool picture. It's a type of content I like to see.
Powerful. I remember swimming with turtles. It was pretty crazy. I don't know why I had forgotten that memory, but I remember it's pretty sick. 2 straight weekends I went out to this one beach where there are just like all kinds of sea creatures like really close to shore. It was cool.
That's crazy. I didn't know you knew how to swim.
What?
I didn't know you were a swimmer.
Wait. Alright, yeah. I kind of want to retry this one too. See what I can recover here. That looks worse. Hold up. There's something bizarre going on here. I'm worried here, actually, about possible vibrations. Now, you know, it's like, it's kind of occurred to me that, like, this whole setup here, now that I've moved the, I've moved the arm onto this counter, makes me realize none of this process I even have to do on my desk. You know what I mean? Like, I could just move this off completely.
Yes. That is a great point. But I don't know. I feel like it's easier for you to be streaming and doing this on your desk.
True. Hold on, let's... Yeah, this thing is like... Damn, that's tough. Like I'm trying to look at it and it's like, was one clearer than the other? Is this out of focus? Yeah, this one's definitely clearer. I feel like this whole roll technically wasn't even fully in focus, which is kind of fucked. Damn.
What's going on here?
Should I redo? Redo the whole roll?
You don't think you have proper focus?
Yeah, I think it was kind of off. I'll at least do like the last strip just to verify. I think that might be as clear as it gets. Just looking at some of these elements here. Tough one. Tough to decipher. Could do is digicam control, I suppose. Let's try this out. Go to live view. Okay, so we got rid of this, close this all back up. Try to take a picture like this again. Is this as clear as it gets? Is this better or worse than before? It's a little better. All right, let's try it again. Try this last one more time. We'll have like the best sense we can have. I think this looks better than the shot we had from before. A little less motion going on. Real good. Real good. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about the arm. I mean, I think it's incredibly convenient, but I'm not sure that it can guarantee me the level of quality that I'm looking for. I'm not sure. It's like, I feel like if it's like 96% of the way there, am I happy with that, you know? All right, we got more. We got more from the trip. So let's continue. Let's open up a new tether. 144. Which looks like more of the same. I think it's Superior. Yep. Oh, this is cool. Some of these shots are cool. But I think I also may have posted like at least this one I'm about to put on. But it's a cool picture nonetheless. This is Blackbeard, I think. Like, I'm vaguely recalling, I think, you know, the Blackbeard the pirate
Yeah.
was a real guy.
Oh.
Yeah. He actually, yeah, we went out one day, and the thing is, I think part of Blackbeard's journeys in his life included St. John or St. Thomas, one of these islands that we were on.
Huh.
And he actually had a castle, you know, on this island.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing was that, like, I think we, like, it was closed. It was closed because, I mean, tourism was kind of, like, all fucked up after the hurricane. But we, like, saw a guy who was, like, working there, and then we kind of just, like, kind of begged him to get in, and he let us in. And it's interesting because, like, this castle was, like somewhat modernized-ish, and also it's like it had become a center for kind of like the island tourism. So I think like they turned the castle into kind of like a little, like a tiny hotel, and there was like,
Whoa.
I mean, it was just like, it just looked like there was a lot of cleaning equipment everywhere.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because it was closed, and they were like just trying to, like, I mean, look at this shit. This is crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked him in that one movie where he goes like, "Look at me, I'm the captain now."
Yeah, that was my favorite movie with Blackbeard also.
Pirates are sick.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. Isn't this ridiculous? Like, I don't know. There's just so many things here that's crazy. Also, I think again my focus is off.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know. I don't know that this arm works, man. I don't know if I'm
Are
feeling
you
it.
manual focusing?
Kind of. It's like I kind of am. Yeah. It's like I kind of am. The thing is that like, let's see. Is there a way to autofocus with the tether? I think that's one thing I'm curious about. Lightroom tether autofocus. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's an autofocus button on the camera, right? And I mean it's all like it's all set properly. But from the tether, I'm not sure that it's doing what I want it to do. So it's like, I mean, if I completely put it out of focus.
And as the Packers and their president said,
Yeah, it's not like.
we'll do absolutely everything we can to keep Rodgers. You know, not just keep him, but they should do everything they can to keep him happy.
What is
Not
making
just because he's the
sound?
unquestioned leader and because he's the MVP, soon to be, but for a host of other things and reasons. Absolutely, they should keep him to keep him happy. So, nothing to see here, right?
I couldn't find the video that was playing that.
Now, I think here's again another situation where. Like the sturdiness of a copy stand is really beneficial when the focus has to be so tight. Not getting this at all. What the hell is going on? Oh shit. Yeah, it's like even if I just knock this the slightest bit, there's gonna be vibrations. Yeah, this autofocus isn't even working right now. What the hell?
Why are you feeling so hyped? I just want to drink more.
Yeah, this ain't working. Yeah, not so sure about this, man.
You should use a film camera to take a picture of the film.
You're right. Yeah, there's no way this is like... I don't know, this thing is bugging out, man. Like, you're just looking at this, like... This is not the sharpest it gets. Something here is not right. Or perhaps the issue is the tautness of the film. Let's try something else here. That actually might be the issue. We're gonna scan it in upside down. No, there's still something a bit weird. In how this is focused. Weird. I think let's just continue. I want to see how other things are affected, because I think that there's also a chance that this photo, not the most pristine photo in the grand universe. Let's try the next one.
You guys her Power Rangers, don't you?
All right. Seems like autofocus is just kind of broken down here. Let's try to turn it on and off. Doing nothing for it. Error set focus position. Interesting.
I did not know that. That's pretty damn cool.
Is that as focused as it gets? Alright. I'm curious to see if maybe it's because me being on the actual same mousing surface is what's causing these issues.
I had a couple visitors here in my crib, and
Fuck. It's
this is
not
my
even
last song. And you
going to
guys,
the right place. Still have
you
Digicam
made this
control.
next song I'm gonna play. Say what's up. Thanks for tuning in. This is the last song, y'all. Jimbo Jenkins. Appreciate you guys. Also, I relax things COVID-wise in LA, but just remember, don't be fucking dumb. Continue to be a germaphobe. Don't be an anti-masker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the photo. Let's try more.
So blurry.
Yeah.
What if it's just your pictures that are blurry?
Yeah, that's what I'm like curious about. Like, I can't imagine, cause it's so damn bright, and like, you know, using auto would just like, you know, shouldn't make it blurry, you know? That's
Yeah.
kind of like what's in my head. So, like, I'm left to kind of wonder.
Oh, speak.
Speak is on?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Y'all feeling good?
Crazy.
And the vibration, the high frequencies. Stay tuned because coming up next is NPR with Lakshmi Singh.
Hmm. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go. I'm at 146. I mean, this did look like that. I mean, you might be right, Alex. You could very well be right. It could be the photos. What was that? Could very well be the pictures. I mean, given everything that I had mentioned from earlier, me kind of fucking with the camera basically during my whole trip, it just seems very bizarre. There's a lot of things here that actually seem really bizarre, and kind of just has me wondering at this point now. Like, I mean, for one, is this like really this overexposed like this? Because of me increasing or decreasing the shutter speed, or increasing the shutter speed? Let's find out. I think we can continue along with the roll and then just kind of find out. So this next one, I really imagine I didn't fuck this next one up. You know, but it, yeah, I'm not sure. Honestly uncertain. This has me confused here. They were shot basically the same way, but one is just like, one actually came in darker. What do you think of this one, Alex? Like, does that look good? I'm just like, I'm struggling to tell at this point. Like, from far away it looks like not bad, but
Yeah.
like this has me so uncertain.
Yeah, it's like this weird like halo.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like out of focus. Maybe something with like the lighting or your aperture settings or something.
Alright, I'm gonna try turning off this overhead light. Oops. Alright, let me try turning off more lights. I'm now streaming in complete darkness. Remember when I used to stream in complete darkness? That's basically the same. No, it says, I think your other camera's stuck. Is it? Has it been stuck?
Why is it dark in your place?
I'm trying to just turn off other lights to see. Also, apparently my other camera is stuck. Let's see here. What in the world has happened? This other camera is all fucked up. Crazy. Oh. Hmm. Yep. I dropped it. It seems to no longer be readable by my machine. Rather interesting. I guess we can leave it off. Which kind of sucks. I'm not sure what exactly has happened here with this one. There we go. Alright, let's try to get it back into position here.
Dude, it's fucking cold. Are you cold?
I'm okay right now. I was freezing for a lot of earlier, but I think just like streaming kind of like makes things a little better.
Oh.
Okay, we are back in business with that one. Ada, thank you for calling that out. Oh, I think my brother just hosted me. Nice. Cool, we're trying to get some scans in here for anyone who's watching. Some photofilm scans. Just trying to test out a new setup, which I think is just been a little bit problematic. All right. I don't know if this gets any better. The film is really curled, so it looks like that one. So right here by comparison might be a little bit stronger. For the most part, it's pretty damn close. does that say on his shirt? Some of the most important lessons start with bad judgment. Kind of like this camera arm. Has me so curious. I'm just like, are all the photos like this? Like, what's caused all of this? Was it literally like me taking these pretty out of focus photos versus is it my setup here? Could it be the film itself? Kind of just the way that this appears to be curling up more so than some of my other film. Or are all my scans like this? Not sure. Get another light on. What you watching now, Alex? 15. Alex, you still there? Ooh. These photos actually turned out super cool. And I think like more really cool ones we kind of will get out of here. These might just be my photos. In all honesty. I guess I might have presumed that my photos were a little clearer than this. That doesn't look right though. That's what's weird though.
How do you adjust the focus?
It's like I could do it manually, right? There's another application here that I use that kind of like it does like take control over like the live view of your camera. So I'll be able to see it. Except I mean I just realized like I just put away another strip, so give me a second here. Here's one, right? Or like I'll go to another. The thing is like some of these are like they're bound to be like not so good just by nature of the photo. But here's one. Like I mean I do remember taking this. So I'll zoom in. The thing is that like this is like USB live view footage, so it's like naturally just like super low. in like quality, which makes that like already like pretty damn hard to deal with. But I'm realizing like, yeah, if I even just like touch my my desk, it does shift, which is probably like a failure of this sort of setup and kind of why you would need a copy stand, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's like, I guess there's nothing stopping me from going and just getting my copy stand right now. Yeah, I think it's a failure in the setup. Because right now it's like, at this point I can see like a lot of grain right where I need to. I'm just gonna take this photo real quick. Even then, there's something not quite right here.
Hmm.
That's pretty interesting.
It always feels. It looks. It doesn't look out of focus. It looks more like a shaky camera.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's try. So, an idea here being like, what if I go like way, way, like fast shutter speed?
Maybe there's an earthquake and you don't know.
I'll shoot this like wide open. Let's try this. Okay, so this is like, yeah, I mean, I think probably it's just,
Oh.
yeah, my shutter speed is like way too. Let's try something here. I think you're probably right where it's literally like vibrations, you know?
Yeah. Maybe your counter vibrates.
It's not even the counter. I can tell like it's the arm. Like the arm is just kind of moving.
Oh.
Like just because it's suspended in midair the way that it is. Yeah.
I think it's gravity.
I mean, yeah. It's got to be gravity.
Of our flat Earth.
Let's try this. Yeah, I think like all of this last roll and a half has been kind of boned. Which, I mean, it's kind of like what that guy's shirt said. It's just bad decision. Bad decision making, but it's like it's leading to an interesting lesson here. Yeah, these like, I mean, like, look at that. It's like, you kind of tell here, this is a bit better. Yeah, the grain is captured more properly.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a normal picture.
Yeah, this one's, I mean, yeah, there's a real difference. Yeah, I'm shooting at like 1/800th now, and it's a lot better. Like, and I mean that's like over 100 times like faster. So I'm not collecting all this bad shit. I didn't want to have to shoot so wide open though, because that's kind of where you get into some trouble with focus, I feel like. See that, like, this film isn't completely flat. And it's like the tools here that I'm using is doing the best it can, but you can see that like her eyes are like really in focus. Like you can see kind of like, you know, a lot of contrast on the edges of these dots that are going to invert to white, but they're currently black. But then like you get to the edges and it's like this could be clearer. But if I were to focus using this as reference, then her eyes will just be completely out of focus. And so the thing is, like, I didn't want to have to shoot like so wide open because like you're gonna get like the big differences from here to here. What's up?
Are you sure? What's wide open?
This right here is this. So this macro lens, at this focus level, like wide open in this particular case is f4, which is like it's not wide open, but that's like where this macro lens will stop at this level of focus, right?
But you think that like a millimeter of difference will make that much of a difference in focus?
Like if we're talking this, you know, like we're talking about like this edge, like my answer is yes. Just because we're shooting macro in the first place, right? So I don't know. It's weird. Like it's very bizarre.
If the edges are blurry, like
I mean, like here's what we'll do, right? Like I'll go like less open, right? So I'll go to like f8. Like we were doing f. Or let's do f7.1,
just
right?
one stop.
Okay, one stop. So what that would be? We'll do f5 at shutter speed 640. So like here's that like quote unquote good one was, right? Let's try this. So you can see like her eyes are like still black in the center, right? Because this is where I'm trying to focus, like right where, like, you know, the film is not completely flat. It hasn't been flattened perfectly, right? Now when I go closer to the edges, the question is like, is that more in focus or less? Oops. I guess like it's not that discernible. Let's try.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's like a very, very minor thing to
Let's go to f6.3.
worry about.
Honestly, I do think it gets better. You see that? Or do you think I'm just making it up?
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I want to keep trying it. I'm curious. I think it gets better. See that?
I see that.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I was trying to shoot at f10. This right here is f8, but like way lower, like way faster of a shutter speed. Like this is like just gathering a lot of motion blur. This is, I mean, here's what we'll do, right? Like I'll go to f10, but then just like it'll be darker. Because I'll capture it at like 250 instead of like 1 out of 250 instead of 160, right? You can see that like at this point now, I'll reset it and it's like it's pretty damn dark as a scan. But it's like it's definitely beating out f4 in terms of clarity at the edge. But like here in this case, it's like I've accrued way less motion than when I was shooting f10 160. Now shooting f10 250. And this is like actually pretty good, but then now, I mean, like in my opinion, the problem now becomes the fact that like this negative is like dark. Which I think like you'll have lost a lot of detail in this kind of way here.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, man.
See ya.
Peace. Damn, that's pretty interesting. Well, let's try it. Question is, will it suffice even if it were this dark? I think it kind of does here. But let's, like, for example, unconvert it. What if I just bring the exposure up? Will Negative Lab Pro see through that? Still looks pretty similar. Let's compare it to doing something like this. Color-wise, what do we get? It's pretty close. That's interesting though. That's actually just so interesting. Oops. So this setup, I'm not quite sure will do it for me. Here we got a lot of motion blur in the scan, The problem was the motion blur was in the scan in this case. Here, I've just been less certain of the colors. We tried a little bit to sort of fake this, but let's see how close we get. Oh, keep doing that. What the? As shot. Original? So I'm not quite certain these colors are true. You can definitely see that Night of Lab Pro is doing something different with respect to the colors here. But I mean, the clarity is like undeniable. The fact that we're now seeing the green properly is where we need it to be. So I'm torn here because I think kind of still need. You might kind of still need to use the copy stand if we're trying to get as close as possible to where we were before with respect to what we're seeing in terms of scan clarity, as well as color, because that's a pretty big difference. I'm also looking at like even these, like the sprocket holes here. There's a difference in how the sprocket holes look. Kind of a big difference in everything here. And I mean, I was once shooting at like f13 also. Or doing the scans in f13. So on 250 at f10. It's a curious one. I wonder. I mean, what if I went back to that just out of curiosity? At this point, I mean, I think these two rolls are kind of garbage. Might need to just almost completely redo them. Alright, if I just pull that exposure way up, I mean, like, it was almost like to here, right? It's just like, if I do like a +4 here. I'm curious to see how true this will be. That's not bad. It's not the worst thing I've seen. How does it compare here? All right. Here is kind of like a darkened scan. And here's the even darker scan, but artificially lightened before it hit NLP. So that's the one that's like warmer. Like, is it gonna kill anybody? No. But definitely gotta think more about this. About what to do here. Highly convenient, the arm, but you can see that this causes some issues. Especially like the further out that it is. Kind of wobble we get. Very curious. I think these scans might have to be redone. That said, I don't think that this overhead light, the thing is, at some point we've got to, like, here's a trade-off already being made. Overhead light, I quite like it. But that does affect the color here. So say we take another shot. It's like, how different are these two shots? Yeah, I mean there's a slight difference there. Pretty interesting. Could change the ISO. The shutter speed seems less negotiable, maybe than ever. I think that's kind of the difference. There is no motion issues with the copy stand. Got a lot to think about. I think we're just gonna junk these though. These two rolls. Good test though. Saw Ada's message, should have left it with no signal. Alright. With that, we're probably just gonna have to redo these. And I mean, even before I get to that point, I'm gonna have to rethink the setup. Getting mad convenient to have this, but huge drawbacks. Huge drawbacks. Some conceivably less accurate scans. I mean, let's see what happens here, right? Like, this was me. This right here was, what is this? F13. Yeah, F13 1-800, but artificially exposed up 4 before going into NLP. Now, if we don't do that step, what happens here? I'm gonna cancel this. Yeah, that's not quite right. Unconvert. Ew. I guess already you can kind of tell. I don't think this is gonna go well. Not bad actually. That ain't bad. How close we got to colors here? The colors here. A little more washed out, but actually not too bad. This didn't completely die into oblivion by going from here, going here without upwards exposing it before NLP. So that's actually quite nice. Again, I think color-wise, this is probably where we're supposed to be, but motion killed it. Got a lot to think about. Oh, but until then, we'll work on something else here. I myself would like to make a quick change here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Huh. All right. We are going to change topics. How does this look? Oh. Some quick adjustments where we can. Get this out of the way. can we do here? Try a different lens. Don't think I've ever used this one. Curious to see what this one would be like for a top down. Let's try it out. Hmm. Let's see here. So we got this guy in the mail. It's like, really? The goal here, I think, for me is to just sort it out and make sure I got everything. It's like there's like some damage here to this keycap. It's an F key. F5? Okay, so this is an art lens. Looks really damn good. I think, just on stream. As a face cam. But it's the one I usually use for the top down. This one up here, this it's like an old Nikon 50 millimeter 1.4. It's good, but it ain't great. Just has me wondering. It's like, damn, maybe I should get more art lenses. Let's try a different one. This next one, also not an art lens, but it is presumably, hopefully, somewhat of a nicer lens regardless. wonder if that's any better. Has me a little curious. I feel like it's coming in with like a kind of green cast. Alright. Let's just try to get at this. I feel like I should just dump this all out. I'm not really sure how this tray is supposed to look. But I'm probably not keeping it. Let's see. Trying to find some kind of reference photo for this. How is GMK Dark supposed to be arranged in a tray? I don't know how these GMK trays even specifically are supposed to look. Okay, I think I found one. All right, so F row all the way down to this guy would be the spacebar row for 1, 2, 5, and then we have just like a bunch of other mods here. Okay. Some of these are going to be a little more confusing than others, I'm already imagining. This is somewhere here. Somewhere here. All right. Let's Trying to get all these down with these modifiers are gonna make it crazy confusing. Caps lock, P. This looks like the same size shift. I think that goes there. Super. Is that what they call Windows for this one? N M Q. Damn. Contrast here is crazy. 10. Turn. 8. Backspace. And these all get shifted over, I think. He's definitely getting shifted over. Z. F2. Control. He got bounced around like crazy. A S T N G H J K O P 5. Another arrow. Menu. I guess I'll throw that in there. Seven W B 8. Another arrow. 12. Are those guys. This guy right here. C. This guy. And another arrow. Okay. Let's keep trying to figure this out. Okay. I got the tiniest, worst looking thing here. This tray. Struggling here. Struggling to read. I can't even read. So it looks like print scroll lock. Pause and insert. Home page up. Delete and page down. And then the 4 arrows. It's like left, up, down, right. And I think that solves the curious case of the first layer. Alright, I probably should just look at GMK Dark. See what gets included in a base kit. So I think I've covered all of this. So this is pretty typical, as are these. My question is, what about these guys? I got an extra shift here, which is cool. Let's see here. Yeah, the alt grade is right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we got the 4 arrows. Okay. I think we're all clear on this guy. This guy contains the pretty standard 87, I believe, plus this 1 extra shift, which is cool. Now for the next guy, for my next trick, I got these two, which is good. Delete and F13, also good. The FJ, and we got the stepped caps lock, which is interesting. This one says caps lock, and the mock-up just had the word caps. The backspace and the page up, just perfect. Control, page up, and page down, perfect. Already accounted for the caps, and the F and J. Do we have the long control? Yep, that's there. We just noted that. The question is 2 shifts. So we got 1 in that other one, which is a 225. This is the 175. Let's see. I'm looking for 2 functions. Here's 1 function. Here's the other function here. I'm looking for the end and the page down, which I think are these 2 guys. I have 2 1-unit controls and 2 1-unit alts. So I'm pretty good there. Let's see. The Songa 1.5, we got this guy and this guy, real good. This guy and this guy, good. And this guy and that guy's good. Two long supers. Also good. We accounted for those guys already. And then we got the 2 space bars. The 6U centered and 7U. I think we're all good here. As far as I can tell, everything is here and safe and ready. Very cool, very cool. Alrighty. Real good. So here's what we got earlier in the other package. A little bit interested. I'm like, and curious about this guy. Supposed to get the extension kit, which contained the typical Alice compatibility, as I understood. There's also the other problem with this guy. Sealed sandstorm, but you can just hear it kind of go crazy in there. I don't want to open it up and see. Let's check it out. These trees are mad. Let's see if in the off chance this base kit is more than a base kit, which is extremely unlikely. Well, let's see. Let's be surprised. Well, that's a nice kit, I gotta say. This did not look as exploded everywhere as I thought it would. But this isn't the greatest thing I've ever seen. Alright, everything here seems straightforward. Let's go to this second layer. Oh my gosh, that's where all the problems are. Let's check out the Sandstorm base kit. Okay, so this came as a full numpad, and the numpad has kind of been exploded. goodness. Goodness gracious. Like, I don't even know what to do with all this. I don't know. Like, how is it supposed to look in here? It's like, what terrible packaging. Eco-friendly, I get. But bad. Just kind of wished I know how it was supposed to be arranged. Alright, I think I found a picture of someone who has put it together. Plus an enter go there. The second minus. 4. 5. 6. 1, 2. 3. The other plus. Function goes here. Two controls, two alts. Big control goes here. FJ5 with the bar. The 5 scoop goes there. Page up and page down. Shift this over. J5. Page up, page down. 2 enters. Okay. These 1, 2, 3, 4 rows are good. That's also good. Shift this all the way. And 2 long codes. Real good. Real good. Okay, so whoa. It's just me, or is that tearing like crazy? It's just tearing on the preview, I suppose. All right. I guess while we're at it, just to extend this a little further, we can go open up one more set that I did unbox a few streams ago, but still sealed. So I'm gonna go grab that. This one also in cafeteria trays. Just wanted to take a look at what we have here. Mostly just because I want to see it, not because I'm worried or anything. This and Sandstorm are both sealed. But I just want to look at it. Look at what we got. My gosh. That was the digital level. Hey. That's pretty cool. Nice. And it's all pretty much kept together. That I am a fan of. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, I see why. This appears to be row 0. I've never seen row 0 in real life. I have seen row 5, which this is, which I didn't realize. I didn't even recognize that that was the case. Let's take a look at that. GMK ASCII. That's super fun. All right. I like that. I like that we got our 5. That's awesome. I really like that. Very cool, very cool. All right, got that guy. Got that guy. Got the most important keys. That guy right there. Yep, these two. It's looking good. Did not know. Did not know that R5 is included here. I'm wondering, I don't think the space bars are different. That's cool. I'm happy about that. R0 also. Really amazing. And it looks like, I mean, I'm not even going to be able to use R0 either, as I realize. Just because HHKB, I mean, I can throw in all the F keys instead of the numbers. It's pretty funny. Just for the hell of it. I'd be going from row 0 to row 2 on an HHKB. Skipping row 1 entirely. Cool. Alrighty. Let's try and get this all squared away. I'm surprised they were able to fit that in there. Just like on the bottom side, but it's possible. I'm guessing in that case it should be possible, technically, to fit this under there too, right? Let's see if that works. It does. Incredible. You know, actually, while we're at it, there's a few extra kits. A few extra kits I have lying around here. What's the other one I'm looking for? And where did I put it? Oh, there it is. This one's not really gonna work. So we have the icon mods that I ended up buying separately for ASCII. See if we can like stuff it in there as well. Is that possible? Ah, we can do it. We can do it, but it's challenging. So Sandstorm's good. The problem is the packaging for the dark icon mods was done kind of like vertically instead. It's kind of a bummer. So I don't think that it's going to be reasonable to try to fit it like this. I mean, at some point I'm going to open all these extra little kits. So it's like, that's going to be even less reasonable to try to fit any of this stuff in. I'm pretty certain that I'm probably going to get away from all of these. Just like keep these little outer boxes, but just probably chuck the trays, because these are not good. These are very bad. Not a huge fan of how it was packaged, but I'm not sure that anyone like I wouldn't put it past it that the seller, secondhand seller, would have known that it would get this beat up in transit. But it's all good. All right. So that's about it. We just want a shot of all of them. Let's try not to spill it all. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Anyways. All right. I think I'm good. I'm gonna wrap up here. Everybody, thank you for being here tonight. A little bit of a disappointment here in a couple of respects. Just with how the photos have turned out, but you know that can be redone. Sandstorm came in. I think I might have gotten the wrong kit here, but I'll reach out. We'll kind of see what's going on. The other kit I was looking for wasn't exactly necessary, but it's all good. Probably we'll see what's gonna happen here in the next couple days. I'm probably gonna, with Ada, get started, like a little jump start on switches for whatever the next build is gonna be. After that, we'll see if there's any streams that happen, you know, through the next couple of days, but it'll likely be Tuesday would be the next stream at the latest with more Splitsing. And next Thursday might end up being some kind of a keyboard stream. if it's not a film stream, with some adjustments to the process here. Yeah. Okay. As usual, there's a Discord link if anyone's interested in hopping into the Discord for clips, updates, voice chat, etc. Yeah. Also, all bits and subs I send to the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. I think we're gonna have a pretty big donation looking ahead to the month of January. So I'll probably put that in at the beginning of February, which is just a couple days. Tempest, yeah, you just showed up at the end. What's going on, Tempest? I'm pretty much wrapping up here, but if you want a quick recap, big rip. You want a quick recap? We opened up ASCII. We unboxed these two that I just got in the mail today. They were pretty fun, like pretty interesting stories out of all of these. Just in short, this got beat up in shipping. There's a secondhand kit here. So everything was just kind of like sort of exploded out of dark. ASCII we already had. We just opened that one up. Sandstorm. For more clarity, because I haven't mentioned it at all on stream, I got this from SwitchMod, like from Krellbit as extras. But slight issue was the tray belongs in the bin anyway. Yeah, these are gonna go into plastic boxes. There's no way I'm keeping these. But yeah, the Sandstorm came from Krellbit at SwitchMod with a slight hitch. These extras I ordered the base kit and the extension, and it seems that he sent over the base kit and the space bars. So I'll reach out, just kind of see what's going on, if the extras were really extras and he's just trying to get rid of them. I'm just happy that I'm not paying, you know, reseller prices for you know, this kit here, but I'll reach out and find out what's going on. But yeah, these are pretty cool. Outside of that, I mean, the keyboard portion of this stream was very short. It was really just opening this up and also kind of resorting Dark, just because it exploded in the packaging. Nice haul, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're just looking at some keycaps that have kind of come in. No actual build here. First portion, most of the stream was dedicated to film scanning, which I'm trying this new setup, and I think there's some weaknesses to this setup. So I'm gonna have to sort of consider all my options here moving forward for film scanning streams. This whole situation here was I'm moving away from, or I wanted to move away from the copy stand just because it's an okay setup. It's extremely stable and extremely useful. How it kind of like it can be cranked up and downward, but it's kind of unwieldy, and just getting it here within this entire thing has been kind of a nightmare getting it all set up. Instead I'm using a camera arm that kind of functions like a monitor arm, but I think that it's just like as stable as it can get is still like not as stable as what the copy stand was doing for me. I think that's literally just due to micro vibrations in the air from, you know, what's happening from, you know, up top here on the arm, as well as just any sort of touch to this table also just causes some vibrations as well. So I'm gonna need to reassess some of this stuff. we'll have a solution soon, I think. Okay. Yeah. Discord link and the charity link as well. Just hit those two. So we're gonna get a donation pretty soon, and feel free, anybody, to hop onto the Discord if you're not already on it. I'm gonna quickly check to see who's online. Don't see anyone that I'm following online, but let's check. Let's check to see who is on. See, there's a couple of keyboard streamers on. All right. Okay. I think I see someone I don't think I've seen before. So, all right, guys. Everybody, thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate it. And Tempest, thanks for stopping by, even if late. Everybody else, thank you for being here too. Let's see. Give me a second here. Figure a few things out. Oh, Gawk, air horn. Man, we just finished up, but Gawk, thanks for dropping by, but we're about to end the stream here. Appreciate it. And until next time, good night from San Francisco. We're gonna be raiding Xing Xing. See you guys.